What is going on, guys? Moo here. Today we're going to be doing another Madden Mobile video. Now, of course, Madden Mobile is hashtag dead right now. And yeah, I know it will be dead, guys. They didn't do well this year, not going to lie. They did not do well with Madden Mobile 17. Madden Mobile 18 will hopefully be better. So, in honor of Madden Mobile 18 coming out probably around August 10th, something like that, 10th through like the 25th, we're going to be just explaining some cards that I think will get some higher overall or lower overall cards. So first one, Von Miller, he got a base 91. Honestly, he didn't do too well this year. I think he could drop down to an 88, an 89, or a 90. I don't think he'll get another 91. Honestly, to tell the truth, I think he'll probably get an 89 overall card next year. And yeah, I just didn't think he did as well as he did last year. So that's the first one I wanted to say. I will have some cards that I think will drop in overalls, and I will have some that I think will go up. LeVeon Bell, the perfect case. I think he will go up to at least a 90 overall. He could stay at 89 overall, but he did so well this year. He definitely deserves either an 89 overall or higher. Depending on how EA does this, you never know. They could change something up, but according to this year, I think he would get higher. Next, we're going to go to Darius Slight. Now, we're not talking about Madden Mobile Slight. We're talking about Darius Slight. Darius Slight had an 85 overall. I thought he did pretty well this year. I mean, I didn't catch too many Lions games, but I thought they did pretty well. So I do think Darius Slight could get a slight overall buff, but you never know. EA could definitely slide him down to a gold. Hopefully, though, he does get an 86, 87, or an 85 card. Next one, we have Tom Brady. Of course, he's on the cover, or he's going to be on the cover. So, of course, he's going to be pretty good. So, I think he's going to either stay an 88, go up to an 89, or maybe go up to a 90, though I highly doubt the 90 overall. Next one I think we are going to be doing, we'll do Ben. Ben is not a chicken. BenRoethlisberger, though, I think he did really well this year. 87 overall. Again, he could stay in 87, though I really think he's going to get at least an 88 overall for next year. And I hope he does, too, because he's a really good player for the Steelers and just in general. Next, we're going to be doing Mack. Khalil Mack, guys. Khalil Mack was a legend this year. I think even though he did have an 87 card, which is kind of high for DNs, besides J.J. Watt, I do think he's going to at least get an 88 overall card. I'm really hoping he gets the 91 overall card. Like, you know how J.J. Watt got the 91 overall DN card? Basically, I really hope if they do have a 91 DN or like a defensive card, Khalil Mack probably gets that one. I really think he did really well this year. Next one, we have Doug Baldwin. Doug Baldwin actually did really well this year. 85 overall. I definitely think he's going to get an 87 overall at the minimum. Like, he did really well for the Seahawks this year, and I am a Seahawks fan, so I would know that stuff. Next, you guys probably thought he was going to be on the list. Julio Jones, he did get an 89 overall this year, which is really high for a base elite. Though I think he could definitely get a 90 overall next year. The Antonio Brown got the 90 overall this year. I really think he could get that 90 overall. He definitely deserves it. He did really well this year. Him and Doug Baldwin and Antonio Brown, I thought, did the best of the wide receivers this year. Next, we're going to search up the next one. And now we're going to get onto the golds, I think. Maybe. No, we'll go back to the base elite still. I still have a few more that I think I'll do. Andrew Luck definitely didn't do it too well this year. Actually, he did really bad this year. I could see him going to as low as an 80 overall, but EA might do him a little bit better, and he could sneak out an 82, 83, maybe even an 84 overall, but he did not do well at all this year, so he definitely is not going to increase at all. Next one, we have Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald didn't really do that well this year. He did get a 90 overall D tackle this year, which I really didn't agree on, but I guess he did it well enough. But I don't think he's even going to get an 88 overall this year. He didn't really do that well. I think he'll probably get highest 87 overall, but you never know. You never know. I don't really watch many of the Rams games, so I don't really know how good he was, but I didn't hear his name all over, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't that good. Josh Norman, the biggest fail of the elites. 89 overall. This year he did terrible. I could see him going to an 84 overall. I mean, they could also give him an 86 overall. I would be fine with that. But I didn't think he did really well this year. He did really bad this year, honestly, on the Redskins. So he's not going to get a good card, just so you guys are wondering. He's not going to get a great card overall-wise. Now onto the golds. Let's just put it in the first one. These can get a little bit, iffy. Travis Kelce, though, I definitely think he did really well this year. Probably the best tight end this year, unless I'm forgetting someone. He could easily get an 84 overall card, or he could even get an elite. I don't know, though. EA would have to choose that. I think he would at least get an 84 overall card, though, which is a nice 4 overall buff at least. Next, I have a checklist here, guys, so I have to try and find out who I still have done, because I have a lot of players on this checklist. So next we will go with Ezekiel Elliott. Now, Ezekiel Elliott did really good this year, and he did get a really low card, but they gave him that base card before he even was a good player. So they did give him a 77, so of course he's going to get at least an elite card. He's probably going to get it an 87. He could even get a LeVeon Bell 89 overall card that LeVeon got this year, but I definitely think he will get at least an 86 overall card. And yeah, definitely well deserved. He could go in for the Todd Gurley. I think Todd Gurley got an 85 overall. I would be fine seeing him at an 85 overall, but maybe not. Maybe EA will do him a little bit better, give him an 89, 87. Next one, we have Ryan Shazier. Ryan Shazier didn't do terrible this year. He didn't do outstanding. He wasn't the best linebacker, but he is a really good linebacker, and I definitely think he's better than an 80 overall. I think him and Bobby Wagner shouldn't switch, but I think he should definitely get at least an 84 overall like Bobby Wagner. But yeah, that's basically it for Shazier. We only got about, I don't know how many cards left actually. Derek Carr's the next one. He got a 79 overall card this year, which is really, if this loads up, of course. He got a 79 overall card this year, guys, which for Derek Carr is really bad. But this year, guys, Derek Carr was on fire as we get a network connection error. But for real, Derek Carr was really, really good this year. He wasn't the best one, which I'm saving the biggest buffs and nerfs for the end. But Derek Carr definitely deserves a really high overall card, probably an elite card, honestly. I could see him getting an 84 overall. I could see him getting an 85. I could see him getting anything just better than his 79 overall, which was just really bad. But obviously, he got a lot better. But definitely, Derek Carr should get a way higher overall than 79. Yeah, that is a fail on your part. 79 overall Derek Carr was not really the greatest card either. I did like it as a budget beast though, so Matt Ryan now. Now we're getting into the big game-changing cards. Matt Ryan did outstanding this year, guys. If you didn't know, I mean, you obviously did know. They were in the Super Bowl and they turned a Falcon. They pulled a Falcon. But Matt Ryan did outstanding. I think he did better than Tom Brady this year. I think he was the best quarterback this year. If I had to pick one, Matt Ryan would be the one. And he only had an 80 overall card this year. If Matt Ryan does not get an 87 overall card next year, I will be very disappointed. And I know Matt Ryan will probably be very disappointed too. But Matt Ryan did amazing. He definitely deserves at least an elite card next year. Next, we have Davey Johnson. I actually forgot about this. He wasn't one of the top guys on my list that were insanely big changes. But Davey Johnson, I think he could at least get an 84 overall. 80 overall is similar to Matt Ryan. He did really well this year. I don't think it was his best year, but it could have been his best year, honestly. It was pretty close. But I think he did really well. He definitely should get up. Now we're getting to the top two highest ones. Julian Edelman did outstanding this year. If Edelman does not get an 86 overall card next year, I'll be very disappointed. He definitely should get an 86. I'm rooting on 88 or 89 overall. But you never know. He could get a 90 overall. He could get a 82 overall. You never know with EA. EA can choke really hard on a lot of things, as you guys already know from this year. And now I think that we're on to the number one. Or was that the number one? No, we still have one more. At least one more. I still have to check my list to make sure I didn't miss any. So the next one is the number one. Sorry, let me make this a good intro. The number one card that I think will have the biggest change is Vic Beasley. You guys probably saw this card so much and didn't even know that this is Vic Beasley, the Falcons defensive end that did outstanding this year. He was like the next J.J. Watt. From a 75 overall card, I would not be surprised if he got an 88 overall card at least. You never know with EA. They could drop him a 91 bomb, but you guys honestly never know. He did outstanding this year, best defensive end this year, I would say, and that's definitely debatable. But Vic Beasley, there you have it, 75 overall card. You guys probably didn't even know this card existed, or you probably saw this card and didn't even know it was Vic Beasley. But yeah, that's basically end it for this video. If you have any suggestions for other like card people that should get a big nerf or buff next year, make sure to let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.